Good morning everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So yesterday's trades all worked out pretty much on indexes. We had some pretty good results again, as I mentioned in the Telegram channel. If you're not a member, subscribe. Description is below. The link is in the description below. But we're still sort of in this channel. We've hit the top of the channel, which was pretty much a measured move. I'll give that to you now. And we were pretty much going sideways at the moment. If we start drilling down through the time frames, 3 hours, nothing really has changed except that my oscillators have grouped to the upside. No diversions anymore. Low, higher, high, low, higher, high. So that's all pretty much in check. What we are looking for is some kind of pullback to structure to buy, and you can see there's nothing really there on the 3 hour. And if you look at the hour, the nearest bit of structure is all the way down here at 41.52. So nothing really transpiring. So if we just run through yesterday, what I said to you yesterday is, on top of the on the bottom of the channel, and we had a level here which we needed to regain. We did regain it. We didn't really retest it though. Because see on the 15 minutes there, 1 bar retest, so break of that, stop below here, that would have been your entry for that. And then I did mention the triangle that was forming on the Telegram channel, and that was pretty much right over here on the flat bottom, the flat top triangle forming here, and we had the break, and there was another setup right there, and also it was a major level. So the reason for this was pretty much the earnings that came through, and then we had retail sales which were fantastic, and the jobs number was a lot less than expected. So obviously everything's hunky-dory at the moment. Never mind the fact that the day before everything was not hunky-dory, but that's how things go, I suppose. What we do want to do here, let me just come to the hour for this one, because there's a few things that you really do need to pay attention to this morning. And the first one is, you can see that was the upward trend of yesterday. Pretty steep. Look at the moving averages, extremely steep. We are far away from the moving averages. We are top of channel. So I would expect some form of a pullback. Now, we could sort of pull back quite deep, which is what I would like us to do. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think what you need to look at this range bar that happened at the going into the close. So that's pretty much what we have at this stage. That is the high and low. And then the next thing I do is work off a 15-minute and start looking for any sort of structure on the 15 minutes. So this is not quite structure that I'd be looking for. That there is structure. There's my inside tail, and you can see we defended it. We did break through it, then we closed above it. So that is the one thing that we're looking at there. And then what I'd be doing is just do that. So I suspect we are either going to sort of range around here, build a base, but ultimately I think we are heading for 4,200, pretty much up there. Maybe sort of just grind along here and then have a spike up into that area and then back down into the channel, or we're going to get above the channel and then ride the top of the channel and sort of just make the channel bigger. So that's the way it'll get there, but obviously not from where we are now. So what am I doing today? First and foremost is to pay attention to this area where we are now at 41.64. See if we can get through that. If we can't get through that, there are a couple of minor levels here as well, and there are a few little gaps on the way down. So this is the next one that I'd look at, which is 41.60, and then ultimately I would be looking for 41.52 or 41.50. A retest of that area gets me long without any debate. Okay, so for me at the moment, this is the area to be watching. You can see trend lines have been broken, granted, but this is really low volumes. This is really just market being manipulated and people grabbing a profit while they can. The the American investors that were piling into this yesterday, and the European investors piling into this yesterday, doesn't look like they got out. Squirted at the top and then went sideways. So this is really just a little bit of manipulation at the moment from the Asian session, which is what you would expect. Okay, so that's kind of me for today. Definitely looking at 4164. Was a little bit, if it does drop below that, which it does look like it may because of the little squirt here, then I'd expect it to find some support at 4160. Otherwise 4150 is the area to pay attention to. Look at my oscillators on 15 minute. It is indicating it's just a little bit of a pullback. So that was a 5 minute. On the 15 minute, there we go. Oscillators are grouped nicely to the downside. And diversions, low, lower, low, low, low. So right now, your entry, based on what we're looking at now, is a 15-minute close above 41.65. But I wouldn't be doing that, not now. Just wait for the European Open at least, and pick it up from there. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.